How would my friends describe me in 3 words? My friends would describe me as kind. Hi, I'm Niall Horan and I'm here with 17 and this is 17 questions. What TikTok trend am I currently obsessed with? Probably just like get ready with me. I'm a big fan of getting ready. Face products, hair products, and just the great art of getting ready in the morning. They're a good watch. I'm a coach on The Voice, season 23 on NBC, which has been so much fun. I obviously came from a show like that, which has stood me in good stead while I've been going through this. But it's been a really cool experience. Kind of head over there, work with some of the artists, pick songs, go through their performances with them. Then just the banter between myself and all the other coaches has been a lot of fun. I am staying around another season, whether you like it or not, because I've signed the contract. What's harder, being a contestant or a coach? Definitely a contestant. It's so tense all the time. You've got 2 minutes, 3 minutes sometimes to get the best version of yourself across on camera, in a performance, and that just tortures you the whole time in the weeks leading up to every performance. Whereas the coaching side is a bit more relaxed. I obviously haven't been on a show like that, feel a level of empathy with the contestants, because I know exactly what it's like to stand there and take criticism, you know, wait for results to come through and a host to call out your name or not. It's not an easy thing, especially for how young some of these people are. Do I have a hidden talent? Not very hidden. Golf. My dream golf foursome. Tiger Woods, Arnold Palmer, Barack Obama, myself. What was the inspiration behind Meltdown? I guess Meltdown is basically an introspective song about that kind of anxious feeling and that kind of freaky out moment. I also wanted to make it a fun song that people could dance to, because generally when I write songs about those kinds of feelings, they're usually based around a ballad. So I thought this would be interesting to have people dance along and then go, huh? That's actually a song about anxiety. Listening to the show will make you, got a few words, emotional, it'll make you think, it'll make you happy, and it'll make you want to fall in love. Do I miss my blonde hair? Kind of, a little bit. I don't miss doing it. Like the process of keeping it in the condition it was in for a long time is basically every 3 weeks sitting down with 4 hours of foils in my hair, and that is one thing I definitely don't miss. The look of it sometimes depends which time it was we're talking about. Some of them weren't great, some of them were okay. The relationship I have with Don Henley of the Eagles is that's definitely advice-based. Obviously good friends too, but I definitely get more advice off him than I do of anyone. He's a straight talker, knowing to be a straight talker. The main thing he said to me before I even started, like when I was making my first record, was just like, make sure you make the music for yourself. You know, don't try and chase anything that doesn't exist within you. And I think that made a big difference on my first record. It made me just pick up the guitar and do what comes out of my mouth and, you know, through the guitar naturally. Do I have a pre-show ritual? I like to treat a show, a tour show, like a night out. Even if I've had like 3 or 4 showers that day, I'll always get a shower before I go on, get dressed up, brush my teeth, you know, put deodorant on, cologne, like do the whole thing, like I'm about to go on a night out. And even though no one can smell my breath or my armpits from the crowd, I still do it for some reason. I think the biggest challenge was making an album where I love all the songs. There was a period where there was 14 or 15 flying around, but if I'd made that 14 or 15 track album, I wouldn't love every single song on the record. And I'm glad that I made a short 10-song record, because now I struggle to pick a favorite, because I've got, you know, a favorite for every different reason. The one that like probably gives me the goosebumps the most is The Show. The Show was like the first song that I started making the album with. It squared the circle on what I thought the concept was going to be. It just has that feeling in the production that is like very uplifting, and it gives me goosebumps every time I play it or hear it. It's a good thing, I guess, even though I wrote it 3 years ago and I should be sick of it by now. How would my friends describe me in 3 words? My friends would describe me as kind. Carefree is definitely one.
Loyal.
You heard it here first. She said loyal. What's my biggest regret? I try not to have them. Definitely made mistakes, but I don't regret too much. I regret a few songs that I've written on a regular basis and think, what is that piece of shit? Apart from that, not much. They're there to be made mistakes. I will never do a marathon. What's been my most embarrassing moment on stage? I don't even know where to start. One night I mounted an inflatable banana and ran up this big long platform that we used to have on stage and completely stacked it and fell over the banana and face planted onto the ground. I also dislocated my knee on stage one time. That was pretty embarrassing when 60,000 people don't know why you're laying on the floor. Honestly, this could be a video of its own. Me talking about embarrassing moments I've had on stage. What advice would I give my 17-year-old self? Get it ready. Strap yourself in. Your life's about to change completely. Keep your head on your shoulders. Enjoy it, because this is what you've dreamt of. And keep your fingers crossed at all times and hope for the best. Do I have any pet peeves? Oh, that's another video too. Indecisive drivers on the road. Hate them. My number one, my whole life, is people being untidy in your space. Oh my God, I actually remember, like the first time I remember thinking I have an issue with untidiness was, I was like 5. I went to see my mum's family in Birmingham in the UK, and we were staying in this Holiday Inn hotel, and one of the little cousins who was a similar age came over to our hotel room, and he had a packet of Starburst sweets, and then he left all the little wrappers in the window, on the windowsill, and I remember thinking, this is the start of it. That's angered me. Thank you, 17, for hanging out with me, and don't forget to pre-order my album, The Show, which was released on June 9th, and buy tickets for my tour. I'm coming on tour, and I want to see all your beautiful faces. I've got 3 albums to play for you. Let's have fun.